Funday. And welcome. So today, if you grab your freebie, we have shells as the freebie. And oh my gosh, I thought that this would be fun as a digital because it will go with the ocean or with the beach, or if you just like to collect shells. And I thought the colors and everything were awesome because if you like things that are more neutral, you're going to be able to do that. If you like things that it's also real, it's not watercolor. Okay, the watercolor turned out really funny. So we have the real thing, and oh my gosh, the Bible verse is not here. I will add a Bible verse to something else. Sorry about that. I had one. Oh, I know what happened. I made part of this in my editing program, and then I had it all set, this and this, and then I was supposed to add I grabbed the wrong paper. That's what happened when I added the words. So you get extra beach words this week. I'm so sorry. Okay, so our beach words this week. Wow, look at you all come in. Hello, hello. We have shells, seashells, ocean, seashell, waiting, waves, joy, gather, collect, sea, shore, relax, waves, surf, sea, at the seashore, beach day, enjoy at the beach. So, yeah, so we have those. Now, the Patreons that were on the Craft and Chat yesterday, they know that I went shopping and I got napkins. But you guys, this morning, after I got this all finished, I fell asleep and I've been really tired. I fell asleep, so I don't have the napkins ready to show you today. We were going to go ahead and add them to the sale, and I did not do that. So I will have those at another time. It does take a little bit to get things ready. So just so you know, I have beach and a really neat set that kind of looks like old-time wallpaper, and then some others that are going to be fun. So we'll do a napkin, maybe napkins and playing card sale. It'll be a smaller sale. Also a Halloween. I'm going to pretty much liquidate all my Halloween. So watch for that coming. I will set a date. Jeff is going to try and make some dentist appointments today, and then I can set up those dates for sure. Okay, so welcome. Hi, Big Mama. Hi, Rhonda. Hi, Jenna Lee. Hi, Katie. Hi, Grace and Denise and Jenna Lee and Crystal. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, yeah, I'm so glad you're all here. And let's see, we're going to check for all messages just to make sure I didn't miss anybody. Hi, Kathleen Elliott. Welcome. So I have another little piece of really cool information to go over. I know some of you have wanted some of the kits that I put in Patreon. Now, I'm not able to do this with all the kits that go in Patreon, but I do get to do the extra ones, okay? So the ocean watercolor ocean kit, remember I used this oval for my cover this week, and that came out of there. Okay, so Patreon has made a way that I can take a post and put it in the shop. So I have put the Ocean kit in the shop for $10. So if you don't want to be a Patreon, you can, but you want to buy this kit, it's a digital kit. You will have access to it. You can go ahead and do that. Okay? But I want you to know that the rubies, which is the subscription, $10 subscription, depending on how you're paying, that's what the base is. So you might see something different on your side, but then so if you become a ruby, this is part of your ruby. Okay, this is part of your ruby. You get the whole kit, the waterfall, and it is so beautiful. If you like ocean and it's big, you would be able to make several things out of it. So just wanted you to know that Patreon, that's why it's there. And I put it in the Patreon, and they might be going, huh? That's why, okay? But I have people that say, I don't want to do a subscription. I just want that, okay? And so there you go. This was the extra one. And so the Ruby kits, each month, you're going to be able to either be a Ruby and get it and everything else that a Ruby gets, which includes the Zoom information, so you can Zoom with us. You get everything that the Opals and the others get, plus they get the welcome gifts. But you can go into the shop and just purchase this. So the other one so far that I have been able to put in there was the red, white, and blue. I'm not seeing it. But it's in there for $10. Also, it's in the Patreon shop. Okay, well, I'm not finding. It could be. So, yeah, so they went into the Patreon shop, and it's also $10. So if you didn't want to do the subscription, but you really wanted the kit, they've given me that option. And that's, there you go. Okay. So today, did I just put away the, did I just put away? Yep, I did. So today we have shells, and the shells are going to go with that ocean kit. Okay. You see, you know, you're at the ocean and now you've got some shells. It's also going to go really well with the beach time kit. Okay, or at the beach. At the beach. This is the at the beach. This is in the Etsy shop. Okay, this is at the beach. Or no, it's beach time. The old one was at the beach. Beach time. Okay. It'll also go with Beach Beauties. I do not have that one printed to show you. Okay. But there we go. So, yeah, each Friday when we can, I put out a freebie. And then on Friday, we play with it. Remember that last week we had this one. There is a sea vast and spacious, teeming with creatures beyond number, both large and small. And then we've got small Izzy and large Jeff at the beach. So that was kind of fun. Okay, I printed one of these on cardstock. The other two are printed on copy paper. And so we're going to go ahead and cut out The middle one. So how is everybody? So this is just going to give me some extra things for beach journals. And, you know, I've got a place where I've got some things that I've already made for beach journals. And but if I need them for my challenge journal to kind of give it a finished look, I'll be able to put those. I know several of you this time are following along and doing what I'm doing. For the challenge, and so thank you. It also, I think it'll make, I mean, it's going to make a great background that you can put a picture on. If you went to the beach for, you know, for your vacation, and then you wanted to make a Christmas ornament, that would be really, really cool. You're going to be able to put other things on it. This is from At Home 2 kit. Okay, it's from the second part of the At Home book, and it's got these kids at the beach. And you get her all by herself, and you get him all by himself. You get them as tags and a postcard and all the things. And I just thought that they would be fun to have. The one thing about falling asleep is I was thinking about what I was going to do. Oh, man. Okay, I've got some scraps. Raise your hand if you've got scraps. Oh, I've got this. And I've used that. I did use this in my journal. Okay, let's go ahead and cut out a couple more. You could leave the outside. Now, you guys, usually you've seen I've been putting things right up close. When these were right up close, it was hard to tell on some of them where the line was. And I was like, okay, my old eyes want a space. So that's why we have a space between them today. Oh, well, yes, I will, because the new Patreons, and we have a couple of upgraded Patreons. There will be welcome gifts in the Patreon for all the paid Patreons, and I will do some more things with these shells. And yes, I will include a cat page as one of the welcome gifts. So, actually, Katie has an upgrade, and I will make her, Katie, I will make your welcome gift upgrade a cat page. So thank you. Yeah, you guys, generally doesn't have many scraps to begin with, and then we just did a use up your scraps challenge. So she's probably pretty low. I like this one. It was in portrait, so that one's kind of, because it's in the background, so it's kind of fuzzy. I'm looking forward to playing with these images a little more, so that I can, so when I make your those welcome gifts, it'll be fun. Okay, now this one, I'm gonna go ahead and turn this into 3 stamps. Okay, but it could be a small pocket. It could have been a pocket that went on the back of one of these, or a belly band. There's a lot of things, but it also can be a stamp. And I know some of you are enjoying that we've had stamps almost every week. So it gives you something to put on the backs of your postcards, or it gives you a little embellishment. So I have all the, I'm just waiting for the last couple that said that they were still sending me an email with more orders. And then but I can go, I am not, they're not holding anything up. Just want to put that out there. They're not making anything not happen. Okay, so that could be one gigantic stamp. I don't want a gigantic stamp. But if I get all my work done today, I will have, you may see your invoice in your email today. But like I said, you know, Tom, I usually go to work right here, right after Tom goes to work, and I went and made the freebie, and then went and sat on the couch and fell asleep and slept. I was really tired yesterday when I took Jeff. That last half hour of driving on the way, oh my gosh, I was so tired. Okay, I still have this. I like the numbers. Sometimes I like to use the numbers in things. So, yeah, so we've got this little image here, and I think it might be kind of fun for it to have a shell stamp right up here. So we'll start off with something easy. You fell asleep watching last night? Yep. I totally understand. I totally understand. My garden is like, you're not doing another sale, are you? I'm like, no garden. I am not going to do another sale today. I promise. There's a broken sailboat over here. Okay, we're going to go ahead, and when I add one of those, I like to use a cancellation stamp. So we're going to cancel it. Okay. That's kind of fun. And one of them has been used. Put the stuff away so I can find it. Put this back up. I am going to use this in this journal. And I would have put this on this side, but I think I'm going to use this as a pocket. So, okay. Okay. So another thing, like I said, you can go ahead and cut things out. I've got these that I found when I was going through some stuff. Like, how can I add this? Could do. Okay, so this is already made. This pretty blue tag is already made. It's got the gold happening. Oh, I didn't bring my cutter in. My cutter was out because I had to cut a couple more wallpaper pieces. So there are more wallpaper sets if you're looking at the okay. Or it could go in here. Ooh, it's pretty in here. Kind of like it. Oh, well. Here I can use almost the whole thing. Right. Your two things do not have to be stickers and tickets. So I think Darlene is going to have like her little wooden pieces was one of the things. Yeah, I wanted stickers and tickets. So that's what I did. Okay, I'm going to put it on here like this. I mean, it's kind of obvious, but still. I'll go ahead and do some inking. I've been inking this kit. So, in August, I don't have any hint or anything for you, except for if you're going to do a follow along, you're going to follow me. I am using the Summer Daisies kit, the one that has the Mary Englebright look. I had fun with the sale, and I bought, no, I kept some Mary Englebright fabric, and I thought it would be fun to do that for summer. Okay, so I put my I put it around 3 sides, left a pocket, of course, because I love pockets and I cannot lie. There is a hole here, so we're going to go ahead and let the hole be there. And then I've got the dryer sheet, scrap, daisies and polka dots, 2 of your favorite things. Yeah, I think the emeralds, you're gonna get stuff for a traveler's notebook. That'll be fun. There we go. Okay, and then I have shells and I have the number. Speaking of scraps, we'll use the title off the page here. Now I want to use it down or up at the top. I think I'm going to go up at the top. Okay, so there we go. Oh no, don't get lost. It's gone. I don't see it. I don't see it. Darn. And there's scraps down there right now. I didn't clean the floor yet. Oh, is that it? Oh, here it's stuck. It was stuck on my pant leg. Okay. So the next one is already figured out. I told you guys, I think last week, that I'm just finishing a couple of details. But we were looking at stuff the other day, and well, that Mary Englebright fabric from the sale is what did it. Okay, so really simple. Going ahead and adding that on top of something, I think is awesome for that one. And then this one could be a little notebook, and it could go either way. Okay, so you could do that and then put papers inside of it, but I think I actually need tags more than I don't. Do you know what I mean? I need things to add into my journal. Okay, let's see if we've got, I'm looking for, okay, these were a Patreon kit from a while back. Okay. And so it's got the little Beach Beauties. Pieces of the little Beach Beauties. They got the library card set. A postcard. And this. Okay, and then I've got this. I was looking for something that I could possibly... Well, the one of these had 4 different. She probably fell asleep, you guys. Oh my gosh, she helped me and she was tired. I know she's tired also. Okay. You know what? I'm going to do... So from last week's Friday freebie, let's see. That one's not enough. So you remember your kits, the Beach Time kit has a whole bunch of ovals. I'm gonna cut Izzy out. Okay. I don't know if I like that or not. Okay, then I have this piece. Okay. Backing things can sometimes help. Crafters and rafters, that's funny. Okay, so this is avocado dyed on a placemat. So it's wet embossed scrap. From the day that I did all that avocado, I had like 17 avocados. And I kept making more water and making more dye. It got lighter and lighter. And then the last ones were pretty grungy. Okay. Oh, I see now. I like things up towards the top. But on this particular one, I like it down below, I think. On the down low. On the down low. I always have allergies. Always have allergies. I do not have a cold. No, do not. Yeah, I used to take medication most of my life for allergies. Okay, so I've put her down down here. I think I'm going to go ahead and make it so that she pulls out from the edge there. So I'm going to put my tag topper on the side over here. My poor garden is probably really missing me because I should have spent like an hour out there this morning. I have these little trees that come up in the summer that you have to really stay after. You guys are talking. Oh, well, I can't say anything. Jeff and I had cookies in the crafting chat yesterday. I had not had lunch yet, and he was getting me a coffee because he knew that I had, I was so tired. It was pretty bad. Okay, there we go. So then this one gets this. And maybe how low do we go on the little on the little scraps, right? I'm going to put this one up here. Because that's definitely one that would normally go in the trash, right? Just turn it over and you're able to go right around it. So those of you that came to the sale and purchased, what are you most looking forward to having show up in your mailbox? This is not a requirement. This is Friday freebie this time. I've done all the requirements. I even did the round charm in yesterday's video. The dangle is not a requirement, but that was how I wanted to use my charms this time because I made big charms. And I don't always like the way big charms look. While we're here, I'm going to go ahead and put this. I want to get this off my desk. This was in, when I was going through stuff, I found this little envelope with stuff in it. And I was like, oh my gosh, that'll all match this time. This will give me a little, it's a card, double-sided card. And it'll give me something to put in the double tuck. I always need things for the double tuck, right? Little things. I think this will be pretty. Okay, so I don't think I have any pieces from this month's kit over here. Yeah, I'm not gonna, but I've got that started. when I find the envelope that has all the things that I already cut. Okay, so that gives me another, I mean, these are really simple. And while we've got this out, oh, I think, let's see, at the beach, at the beach. See, now this might go in Izzy's book. Like I said, this is, I'm just playing. I don't have to have this for anything. And I've chosen to do all the words that I do on the Friday freebies are this, they call it Black Impact Statement or something like that. It's like that machine that went click, click, and you went and found the letter and you go click, and so they all match. So that whatever your theme is, you can use the words, whether it be from the New Year's words or from a Friday freebie set of words. Okay, so that one's got at the beach. This one had shells. Again, if you just came in, we're using this week's Friday freebie. It's available at patreon.com/dearJulieJulie. You can find it there, and then you can use it. Okay, I've got the big tag. And let's see. It is 8 inches. 8 inches. Let's see. And again, using up the scraps that are on the table. And you know I like to do this. Okay, well. Yeah, boy, my day yesterday, I thought that we might make it to the beach and take some more pictures to add in. No way. There was just no way. We ended up at Home Goods. It's a long story, but it wasn't interesting. A little bit of retail therapy for me and Jeff. Jeff and Tom played with the golf thing that he got. Figured out where they can do it on our property and gave them something to do. Okay, I'll come over and cut this one. Okay, so again, this one you could go ahead and fold and have a notebook. You can fold it part way and have like a library pocket. It could be a pocket that goes through your journal because your shells can go any direction, okay? The way I made the pile of shells, yeah, they can go any directions. So let's see. I think we're going to go with At the Seashore. Okay, so we have At the Seashore, and we have Gather, like I said, that next month's already, it's already planned. It's already planned. Gather seashells at the seashore. I've done a couple of, I've trying to add things where you guys can add the things. The thing is the ones that the challenges that I've given you free reign and you go and do whatever, not very many people finish. They get very scared or something. They've got too many choices. But most of them lately, you can use a lot of, what I've had several in a row. You could use anything in your stash. Gather seashells at the seashore. You have room if you're doing this for somebody, for like I'm going to be doing a book and a photo album, scrapbook kind of thing for Paige and Izzy and Amelia just went to the beach with Candy for several days over 4th of July. And so something that can add a pen or I can add a picture here, or and then you can still write on the back. Yeah, this time we reined in a little bit on what you were allowed to use. Because we had so many start and not finish. Okay. Okay. I have this. It came out, my mom and I bought, oh, is it a sticker? No. Well, kind of. It was, but it's not now. My mom and I bought these sets of, it was to be able to document family stuff. And we were going to do them together and we never got to do them. So I have, those are in my stash here. This particular one was in my beach leftovers. And so, just so you know, Mary, you had told me that you had all these boxes of things you collected, and you were how we ended up with leftovers being used in this time. It was because you had said, I have so many boxes of where I started and didn't finish. And that's how leftovers happened. No, I didn't do that quite right. Oh, if I do it this way, we'll go this way. Yep. Grace is right. You get to add one scrapbook paper to your kit, and then the one, you get the whole one that you use for your mini challenge and the challenge, you get to add, and then you can add your scrap from that. Okay. There we go. Good. Yes, two pieces of scrapbook paper can be, and that was for the mini challenge and the challenge. You make your mini challenge and challenge, and then you can put the rest of what's left over and one more page of it. Again, another thing that gets people lost out there. Okay, I like that, but I think it needs some white or some black. And I know what I would do to it, but I don't want to have to do it to more than this one. Jeff kind of looks cool on there. Okay, so the tape from the drywall tape from Lowe's, I think it looks awesome on the beach. I don't want to take away from the ocean pictures. Yeah, your other two papers, you get to use as many of those exact papers as you want to. So if you pick ledger, you can put as many ledger in as you want. If you pick, you know, something else, then you can put as many of those as you want. Put this piece up here. That's for the mini challenge and the challenge. And the mini challenge and the challenge video was Monday's video. And it was the paper, the bag. And you know what? After we do this, I'll make a bag. Okay, I'll show you, because I had people saying I don't have a bag. And so you can make a bag out of an envelope. So I'm going to show you how to make a bag out of an envelope. I might have to look for an envelope that big. Okay, there we go. Then there's a place for a picture. There's also, I could put one of the ovals from the other kit. This is kind of cool. Could have turned that and had it this way, and this could have been like a pull for, so you could make this into the beginning of a waterfall. There's a lot of things you can do with these. But I went for the easy and the Izzy. The easy and the Izzy. I think we'll go ahead and we'll put this on the back. Yes, and you can use a gift bag. That was another thing. And with your mini challenge in the challenge, you're not having to grab it out of your scrap box. You're getting it out of wherever you have to get it. I think Crystal was getting hers from McDonald's or something. Originally, I think she ended up with something else, but yeah. Okay, so there's that. So we did that. We did this. While I was here, I went ahead and added that to the front. I mean, we could just add, oh, I kind of like that. Now, it's going to go in, I'm planning for it to go in, so I'll put it over on this side like this. And then I don't have to go looking for that other kit. So I'm making another beach journal, at least one other beach journal besides this one. Looking up here to see if I have. That was supposed to go in the Izzy charm, and I forgot to put it in there. Okay. Oh, I have this. This is from the masterboard. When I cut it up, that was one of the scraps. I'm not finding anything, so let's go ahead and we'll cancel it. Yes, stationery paper counts as another type of paper. I used the big gigantic graph paper and some music paper that had blue on it that from the gathering that I knew I wanted to use in the journal, and it's very fragile, so it wasn't going to go through my printer, and that's why I used that. Okay, so we have from the Friday freebie, I have a couple of these here because I'm going to end up making more. And I printed this one on like a cardstock that was like this. And then I have, this is what the freebie looks like on white. So out of this one, I made that. Out of this one, I made that. Out of this one, I made the stamps. So stamp and stamp. Out of this one, I made this. Where's my other? Did I not make the... Where's the one with the big? Oh, we've still got one left. Okay, well, that's what we've got so far. And this one we cut into stamps. Okay. So that's a good, good start. We got one more to do. I'm trying to not have things left over. I like, you guys, I kind of like this one just the way it is. I'm looking around my desk. I think I have an envelope that is somewhere here in my, I have a grungy index card. I'm in my scrap box here. That was a leftover from... No, come on. I had one. It was even already all inked. Well, there's a big one. Huh. Oh, this pretty. Oh, another piece of wrapping paper. Well, I'll be doggone. Darn. So did you guys find good scraps to use? Oh my gosh, this is the really scrappy side of this box. Like I said, I could make a whole nother journal with the scraps. But I'm not finding that really cool scrap that I had. That was an envelope already ready. I have time card. Okay, well, let's see. This is pretty big. It would fit in a pocket though. Oh, it's ready to be a note. Oh, what if, well, okay, you pull that out and you've got, oh, do you see what I did? I glued it. It's not what I meant. I mean, I meant to glue it, but I meant to glue it to itself. Sometimes, Julie. What if we go like this? I forgot to get glue sticks yesterday. I did get glue from Crystal. Thank you, Crystal. Jeff and I went and saw her really quick and picked up glue, which is kind of funny part of our story yesterday. We took him to get his medicine, and my plan was to go to Michael's and get glue and to go to Michael's and get glue and then come home so that I would be here for the craft and chat. And I'm looking, you guys, I'm like sitting here going, okay, I could do. No, that won't work. Okay, so this could go on here, and then you'd have that to write on. And that would be kind of cool. But I'm kind of liking this. And I think we'll go with this direction. Okay, because then you can turn it over and you can open this up and you can write on the inside of it. Okay. Oh, I hope you finish. Finish. Okay, what do I have that I can put behind it? Oh, yeah, I like that. Okay, we're going to go ahead and put this on there. So, anyway, so that was the plan. And so I go down, and in my head, I'm going to Michael's. And remember, I haven't lived there in over 15 years. In Ventura, or Ojai, but I haven't been where I would be in Ventura all the time, except for lately. So I go and I get off the freeway and we go over and we're pulling in and there's a homeless man and his sign says, I need a sleeping bag, but anything will help. And in this, you guys, this doesn't happen all the time, but every once in a while, you know, I'm sitting there next to my son that's 6, 7 months ago, 8 months ago, 9 months ago. He was homeless. We found him on Thanksgiving, the first place we looked. A week later, he had to have brain surgery. If we did not go looking for him at that time, he probably would not be here. Basically, that's what they've told us. So I said, Jeff, should we go get him a sleeping bag? And because, you know, Jeff kind of knows. And then before he finished, I'm like, well, we're going to go get him a sleeping bag. And so we went to Target. It was right there. At this time, I had not even looked over at Michael's. I'm like, on a mission. We're going to go get this man a sleeping bag. So we go and get it. I go out, get in the car, or I'm putting the stuff in the car, and Jeff goes and gives it to him. And it ended up, and Jeff tells it much better than I, this part, that he's a pagan, and he worships the devil and a high priestess or something. And Jeff had a chance to tell him to test his testimony. And so there's a lot more to that story. Jeff was with him for quite a little while. The man has other issues as well, which, you know, leads to the homelessness and all that. And anyway, Jeff gets in the car and I turn to go to Michael's, and Michael's is not there anymore. And I realize, you guys, Michael's has not been in that shopping center for 15 years. Longer. It moved before I moved. Okay. Jeff goes, I was wondering why you were going to Target when you said you were going to Michael's. And I believe we were led there. I believe there was a bigger reason. And so we don't know what'll go with that, but or come from that. It was kind of startling. But the thing is that I told him, I said, you know, you actually put that you needed a sleeping bag on your sign, and that's what got me. You needed a sleeping bag. It was supposed to rain last night, so you know. Anyway, that's our story. Like I said, there's a lot more to it. The Patreons got to hear Jeff tell it at the Crafton chat because we were driving, and so yep, yeah. And I have no doubt that we were taken there. That we were driven there. I have no doubt that the Lord has a call on that man, and so it was amazing. And Jeff went down another 10 milligrams or whatever it is of his medicine. So yeah, okay, there we go. We've got this fun little goodie, and this will just go into the journal. This could have, you know, this could go in here also. Well, wait, I've still got a lot of scraps, so okay. And I went ahead and covered this. I probably should have covered the one that was all messed up, huh? Do I have another? I have another piece. It's not quite big enough. I'll use that. So, yeah. And, yeah, it's beautiful. And it was beautiful to know that Jeff had a chance to tell someone, you know, he actually told him, he says, you know, 6, 7, 8 months ago, I wasn't really sure that there wasn't a higher power. He says, but what I went through and what I watched, and knowing I had people praying for me, and what we went through to get him to where we are, where he is now, it's been a miracle after miracle after miracle. How many times we got sent to the wrong place. You guys, I don't, it kills me to think that there's people out there that are ready and want to get off these drugs, and the obstacles that, it almost seems like they want them on them. That's, yeah. So, oh, I could have left that open a little bit and that would have gone in there. So, there we go. This, it needs something. It needs, we'll grunge it. It needs separation because we went with a lot of the same. You know, sometimes less is more. Sometimes it needs more. This is also an envelope. This might have been a Big Mama envelope right here that I'm just ripping up. Yep. Oh, maybe down here. Maybe this way. Maybe this side. Kind of like that. There's just, something's wrong. Something's wrong. None of this. Oh. Okay, that's what it is. It needs to be. Okay, I'm going to go like that. Okay, and then I'm going to make an envelope. I'm going to take, I'm going to see if I have a large envelope, and I'm going to make a bag out of a large envelope. Okay. I know I've shown you how to make it out of a regular size envelope, and I've shown you how to make them out of a tiny envelope, like you would we've made the mini shopping bag a couple times. We've made the mini shopping bag envelope. Okay. Okay. Maybe it needs, that's what it needs. It needs something black. Oh, Julie, you know better. You should have done this to begin with. When things don't look when they look uneasy, a lot of times you need a black piece so that it tells your eyes where they're supposed to go. I'm going to put, I hope I have more of this. Oh yeah. So the black piece on. What a messy desk. Okay, put this up here. Seashell. It's kind of cool because this looks like the main one. So seashell. Yeah, so if you have a grungy envelope, go ahead and open it. Make it writing space. Okay. I have all the little pieces of things up there until this journal is finished, or these journals are finished. Okay, so this is from the Friday freebie. This one. Okay. You turn it over. You've got all that writing space. You could even send somebody a letter like that. Take the envelope and just put a seal or something here, and then they open it up, and there's all their letter. But it's really fun in a junk journal to have things. I call this would be an interactive piece. Okay. Put the top on the glue for a few. Okay. So I still have these words left. They go over here in my little word stash. We added a stamp. We added a stamp here and some fabric. Izzy added fabric. Put the oval on top. The shells are the background. I just thought the shells would make a great background, and then also can be a focal piece. Look at, these are from the, well, this is just a grungy, but this is from the Reader's Digest. Those are some more of those great colors of pieces. These are from last week's Friday freebie. What a mess. Oh, we've got another tag. Okay. So stamps and tags. And I showed you how you could make some of these, like you could fold that one and make it into a little notebook. This, we actually made that. Could have a little something go in there. And this one does too. Has, that's just a little bit too big. This was another thing that was in the stuff. Okay, so Friday freebie. Something like this. And the words. Okay. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and put these all up there and grab a large manila envelope. I know I had one. I'm looking for it. Okay, I'm gonna grab one. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Is that one right there on the floor? Wouldn't that be awesome? Nope. Folder. Okay, I'm just going to go straight to shipping. I'll be right back. Oh, there's one. I found one. Okay, you can also make an envelope to make your bag. You know, use your envelope bunch board. Okay, here we go. And you figure out how big of a bottom of your bag you want. Let's see if I can find the one. Oh, wow. Okay, so this is the one. This is my mini challenge in the challenge. Okay. So I'm going to come down here and figure out the half size. Okay, so I will tell you. So if you have, this is a 10 by 13 envelope. Okay, and I'm going to do half of what that was. That was 4.5. So 2 1/4 is where I want to go and fold across. Okay, so I'm going to come over here and mark 2 1/4. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and fold it across. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and go this way. Okay, so both ways, because I don't know which way I'm going to need to fold it. Now, I'm going to figure out okay, well, we'll go in here. 7. So what? 7, and this was 10. So 1.5 inches in from each side. So 1.5 mark, and 1.5 mark. Okay, now you want to make sure that you are as straight as you can be, lining up your side. Okay, so there we go. Turn it one way, and then turn it the other. Gives you a better fold. And then come to this one. I'm just checking it to make sure I had the right. Okay, so 1.5. And look at you guys are all quiet. And 1.5. Okay, 1.5, 1.5. Okay, now you can put your hand down in. You're going to open your bag. Okay, your sides, and come out like this. There's that side. Come over and get this side. Push it in. That's why you've gone both ways with your, when you've pushed it in and pushed it out. You see we've got the beginning of a bag. You see that? However, you know what? We needed it bigger. We need it bigger. You're going to end up, that's okay, because I showed you how to measure by your bag. You know what? Bloopers are included because this video is live. I want the base of my bonnet to be straight. Okay, take it back. I hope you're not making it. We're going to go with whatever that was. The 2 1/4 is where you need to be, so that your bag will fold. I forgot about that part. You're supposed to be the same width all the way around. So 2 1/4. Okay, so 2 1/4 all the way around, you guys. 2 1/4 all the way around. It's been a while. I'm like, I know I can make it, but so the bloopers are included. Yes, I'm not one of those perfect crafters that things go right. Ever. Ever. 1 2 1/4. Fold it over. Line it up. Fold it over. So whatever your the bottom measurement is, that's what your sides are going to be on to do it with the envelope. I don't know how they do it with the bag when they make bags. But when I was like, oh, I don't have to worry because they're going to be able to make it from an envelope if they can't. If they don't have it. Okay, so this is going to work better. Okay. You're going to go, you're still going to have that same center place, but your side should give you a flat. Yep. See, the side's giving us a flat bottom. That's important when you're making a bag. Okay, so there's that side. Yep, I just wing it. Exactly. There we go. Look at there. Come down here. We're at the edge. There we go. Okay. Now you can go ahead and have these come over on the bottom, or you can go up the sides. I'm going to go up the bottom because that's what my bag was that I used. I think this, I was going to say, I think this is the hardest part, is gluing this, because yeah, it is the hardest part. Of course, some people would say the waiting is the hardest part. But okay, go in. Why are we? And if you need to, you can come in from the bottom and push on it. Yeah, I'll show you with a small one. It's way easier with a small one. If you need a gift bag and you don't have one, you can make a gift bag out of an envelope. So if you have packing, an old shipping envelope, you can go ahead and make this. But you can also make it with the little one. If you got somebody a pair of earrings or a gift card and you need a bag for it, you can do that with this also. Okay. But you do want to, I didn't use the bone folder. You really do want to use the bone folder because you want the tight areas. Okay. So now this is the part that I haven't done. Okay, so now I've got to figure out how to get it, folded so that, why is that? Okay. Okay, so you're going to go ahead and do that. Come down. Make sure you're all set up. I'm going to do this first. Okay, and then this. Okay, so go down first. And then fold it this way. And somehow, somewhere, I'm not straight. But let's see if we can make it. There we go. Okay. So there we go. I've got a bag just like, you know, I pulled mine out. It had this happening for my lunch bag. Well, what we did for the mini challenge and the challenge is we went ahead and we cut it right here. Now, if you need a gift bag, okay, if you're making this because you need a gift bag, then you go up, use your pretty scissors, cut across somewhere up here, cut a couple holes and put your little, you know, a ribbon or something in it, and you have a bag. Okay, but if you're making your mini challenge in the challenge, then for that, you're going to go and you're going to cut it across here. Cut it straight across. You've got leftovers. Okay, and so this will pull up. If you've got this glued down, remember I'm going to glue mine and have a it'll go up like that. Oh, do you see what I did? I glued one to the bottom and one to the side. Interesting. You should make your decision and glue one or the other. Okay. So you guys saw me when I was making mine. I was like, I took my bag and I was trying to get it down as much as I could so it would stay down. And let's see. Okay. So, yeah, so your bag is ready and it pops open and your waterfall goes inside. Okay, so that is how you make a bag out of an envelope. And then you might have, like these envelopes are already, they're already closed, sort of. So you close your envelope. Okay, close your envelope. You go ahead and decide how big do you want it, okay? And I'm going to go with, I'm going to take it up an inch. Okay, so an inch. I'm going to have, my bag is going to go that direction. Remember, we're going to go both ways, front and back. Okay, front and back. And then we're going to do the same thing on both of the sides. We're going to come in an inch on this side, come over, and come in an inch on this side. Okay, so I've got them marked. I'm going to make sure that, I'm going to try and make sure that I'm really straight on there. Okay, really straight. And we'll do that. And we'll do that. And you saw that the reason we go both ways is as your one piece needs to go one way, one piece needs to go the other way. I don't want to sit here and try and figure it out. So I'm just prepared that either one can go either way. You can also do these much smaller. Like if you're just putting a gift card in it, you can have your bags, you know, just have a short seam. Okay, so there you go. And then you take your pretty scissors or your regular, or you could rip it, whatever you want to do. Come across, come in, push this down. You might have to use your scissors up on the corner. Bye, Denise. Okay, so. And after you've made one with the envelopes that you have, then you can kind of figure out that, oh, like if this one had gone in a little bit shorter, that would have been better, but I can just come over and, because it's got this piece that's like sticking off. Okay, so I'm going to cut it. Okay, there's my bottom. Go in and in. So when I used to teach this, and I used to say, you can have this made before you find your keys to go to the car and buy something to put, you know, a little present in. Okay. Okay, so that's the key. You got to do the same size all the way around. Like I said, it's been a while since I've made one. Okay, and then if you're needing to store them, go ahead and, I don't know why, there. Oh, good, Regina. Okay, so something a little different. I mean, some of you have seen me do this before, but some of you haven't. We have so many new people. I am so grateful. I am so grateful, and that the old people, that those of you that have been here for a while have embraced our new people so much. It is amazing. Okay, so you can have these, have them ready. I have put them in and put flowers in them. If you guys remember, oh, I have one. I think I have one. So this is our summer vacation book. When my mom had already passed away, my dad was still alive, and he had my grandkids for a few days. So let's see. So this is our actual vacation. I still have some things that need to go in here. I should just do that. There it is. Oh, this one I took one of, did I take? Yeah, I took one of those treat bags and I made it into the place that we go serves your French fries in a bag. And so you rip it open. You rip the bag open, and then I had the kids put their favorite things in here. Johnny said they were decent, but not too salty. Tom wrote, served in a brown bag. My mom always called this the world's greatest French fries, this place. So the kids wanted to go. Mimi called this place the world's greatest French fries. They still have the skin, and they are served in a brown paper bag that you rip open and enjoy them. There was not a crumb left. Our pastrami sandwiches were good too. So right here is the steak and hoagie, and then the 101 freeway is here, and the beach is right there. So after we had our world's greatest French fries, we went to the beach. So this is the same beach that Jeff was at. So, yeah. Then I used a treat bag as a sleeping bag. Friday, July 5th. Yeah, so. So that is that. That is how you make a bag out of an envelope. Okay, so if you're still struggling for your mini challenge and the challenge, so even you guys are going to be able to make these and make these smaller. So let's go ahead and I didn't have a good. Okay, so now you've got a bag made out of an envelope and you can go ahead and do that. Okay. I mean, we've got a lot of envelopes, right? Flip up bag pocket. Flip up bag pocket. Flip up bag pocket. I don't know where mine went. Oh, here it is. This is the one I made. This is going to go in my, in the back of my journal. So this is my flip up. Okay. There you go. Flip up bag pocket. And then, yeah, so there you go. If you didn't have a bag, you can make one out of an envelope. So if you did that, if you do that, share it in the crafty community. And then the video on how to make the waterfall and how to decorate the front, what you need to use and everything for your mini challenge and the challenge, that is in Monday's video. And so, and we call mini challenge and the challenge Mitch, M-I-T-C-H. It got its own name. And so, yeah, so exciting. We did stuff. We did stuff. And I've got some more items that I can add to my journal. And that is exciting. Okay. So don't forget to pick up your Friday freebie at patreon.com/dearJulieJulie. Savannah named it Mitch. It does not have to go in the journal. It does not have to go in the journal. Mine is going on the back page. I think that is going to be perfect. It's going to go back here, and I don't have to think. This is done. As a matter of fact, this can go in right now because that is where it's going. So you have the choice. You can make it and have it go in or not. And so this is my cover. There's two videos. There's a video of me making a cover and using something round, something oval, something square, something rectangle, and a long strip. And then I had to let it dry and everything. So the next video was me decorating it with something round, something oval, something square, something rectangle. So yeah, I think I'm going to make one for I think that's how that might be how I do the day that I took Amelia and Izzy to the beach. Oh, because I do want their mom to have those pictures. And I did start them a scrapbook a while back. And I just take the pictures that she puts up and I put together. I still need to put the waterfall in there. But I like this because this will come out. This will come out the side. And it will be part of the cover. Crystal, this was my square. Okay, so this it says in the wind, and then I added the grass. I love the way it turned out. Somebody said it looked like looking out a window. I love it. Love it. So over the weekend, hopefully you will see me finish this and then be working on the other beach journal and getting it finished. And then we're going to be doing something else. I don't remember another item to go in the bag. You have to watch the video. I am really sorry, guys. I don't, my brain does not keep all of the information. I don't remember there being another thing that goes in there. I might have put something else in there. I don't remember. Yeah. Since then, I had 3 sales, a craft and chat, a misfit, and I slept. I know it has the waterfall going in it. This is my waterfall. And this is my paper. I get to use this paper and this paper anywhere in my journal that I want to. So if you didn't see the mini challenge and the challenge, it had a flip out center page. And then these, this has pockets, so it's got a place for you to put things. But you didn't have to fill it. You just had to, yeah, there we go. Mini challenge and the challenge. Oh, sticker and the ticket. Sticker and ticket. That was my 2 things I added. Yeah, and this, so I added them in onto the cover of the pocket, the thing. And then you can use stickers. For me, I picked stickers and tickets, so now I can use stickers and tickets in the rest of my journal, which is kind of nice at the end. I like to be able to add stickers because they're fast and I have them. So there you go. There we go. What did I do with the waterfall? Because I could put it in here and have that done too. So this is my waterfall with the flip out centerfold. Waterfall with the flip out centerfold goes in your flip up pocket, bag pocket. And it doesn't take up as much room as it seems like. They both have to be on the decorations of this, because they are two separate pieces. Okie dokie. There we go. There we go. Paper done stickers. It'll have to go on both, I guess, because I think the requirement was that it was on this, not on the waterfall. It was on this. So to be able to add it in. That's how you got to add it to the rest of your journal. Okay? I know, I'm so picky. I'm always telling Big Mama no. No, Big Mama, no. What's funny is my other no is Jenna Lee, and she's the one telling Big Mama no. I love you guys so much. Catnap. So, okie dokie, you guys. Happy, wonderful Friday. Please share anything that you make with any of the Friday freebies. And when you share it, let them know that it's that they can find it at the Patreon, the Dear Julie Julie Patreon. So, yeah. And also, don't forget, as I mentioned in the beginning, if you are not a subscription Patreon, but you wanted the ocean kit that I showed in the beginning of the video, you can now purchase it in the Patreon. And so I'm going to go through, and there will be, after a year, the Patreon kits they're supposed to go away, but they haven't. At this point, all the kits are still in the Patreon. I just haven't had time to go back and to take them out. So that there is that. There is that. If you're an Emerald, you get to go back and grab everything that was ever in the Patreon. So, and it says I have 1,621 posts. So. Yeah. So you guys, what I'm saying there is Jenna Lee and Big Mama asked the questions that some of you were afraid to ask. And who's the hardest people for me to say no to? Big Mama and Jenna Lee. And they're the ones that come and say. And I'm like, no. Oh boy. They both stretch it. But you know what? Every once in a while there is a yes. Or it might not help for the challenge this time, but it might change the way that I word the challenge the next time. And the reason I can't change is because we already have several people that have finished the challenge, and these were the rules, and they made it by these rules. That just wouldn't be fair. Now the thing is the mini challenge and the challenge, they finished, and they knew that some other things they were going to get to add things, but they chose to already be finished. So yeah, that's okay. But my two things, I'm a rule follower and an includer. Those are my top two personality traits. It's bad. Yeah, you guys ever seen the sign on the door that said use other door? Instead of going and grabbing the other door, I walk around to the other side. That's how bad it is. And that's not what they mean, but yeah, I did that once as an adult with my parents and my brothers, and we were on our way to my aunt's funeral, and we were all in the car, and they had to stop so that I could use the restroom, and it was pretty funny because they all saw me do it. And they're like, what is she doing? And my dad goes, because I heard this story later. My dad goes, well, you see that sign? She thinks that she has to go to the other side. So that's how that works. So, okie dokie. I'm going to go check on my garden. Jeff has his counselor here in a little bit. And I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you learned something. Please, if you make a bag out of an envelope, please share it and tell them where you learned it. If you learned something, we're getting close to 18,000. I think we need like 105 or something like that. We're going to have a big party and free stuff and drawings and things like that, but we've got to get there, and that the way that we get there is by new people. So, yeah, we gonna do that. Okay. Have an amazing and wonderful weekend, everybody. We will have a video tomorrow at 10:30, and then on Sunday, the video will just go up. And if you could please, watch it and comment on it because it doesn't have the support from having it be a premiere. Um, but we just we can't put it up as a premiere because we're not positive that somebody can be here to make sure that none of the we don't really have a problem with the bots, but I've still been in others and they do still come. So we just do that to keep you safe. You don't have to see the words and the treatment that they can do. So yeah. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Mary says to check on her garden too. Wow, I'm really glad I planted tomatoes. Holy moly. Well, that's the best thing to get out of aside from potatoes. Potatoes out of the garden, oh my gosh. They're the very best, aside from tomatoes. So, okie dokie. If you still have a order in your email or on a note, and even if you've written it out and you want to take a picture and email it to me for the sale, I'm going to be trying some of the smaller orders. I should be able to get yours figured out, and so watch for an email over the weekend. Actually, all the orders, because I do have everything invoiced except for the emails that have come in since yesterday. So everything that was actually purchased at the sale, I have those invoices already. They're handwritten. That's how I do it. I do handwritten. Okay. So watch for that. You guys, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Have an amazing day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Bye-bye. Don't forget to go get your freebie. And last week's. It had those. Bye. Bye-bye.